Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and this is the Frontline Changes Report for the past 48 hours. Because yesterday I wanted to do it, but I didn't manage to do it because I was out for the day. Yeah. So 2 days, there's a lot of things, some extremely significant, very significant change. So I'm gonna go from the south, in the clockwise direction, sorry, anti-clockwise direction, and go through. Uh, because I didn't really put it in sequence, so I need to go through the front line. So the most significant, in my opinion, one of the most significant is over at the Donetsk front, in the Vodian direction. The Russian forces have basically crossed the Rubicon, no, the highway. They have crossed the highway at the Voleda region towards Vodian. So this is significant. Like I always mentioned, when there is no information coming out nowadays, they are withholding information, and when the information drops, is a shock. To me, this is a freaking shock. How this is huge amount of grounds suddenly getting changed, like 2 kilometers plus of front line in terms of depth. So let me pull down a bit. And this this means that the Russian forces is basically on the verge of entering Vodian in the next kilometer, just 1 kilometer away. And basically the road is now 100% for sure cannot be used anymore. And I can't believe that we have now reached the day where we are seeing the Russian forces going to attack Vodian. Once upon a time, it looks so far away. So this is significant. Vodian is a strategically important settlement and location in this sector, because this area is very sparse. There's not a lot of settlements around here. This holds a very important spot, allowing the Russians then to flank Voleda and capture the fortress city, bringing the battle over to this new line of this another line and another settlement. So this is significant. Really, this is a very big thing. So the next front line change, we scroll up uh over to the Adivka front. This is yet another massive update. So the small parts of it was reported in the situation report yesterday, but the metal rhinoceros now looks very bloodthirsty. You can see all the blood coming down the mouth. A lot of blood. He is dying for, he's baying for blood. So Russian forces have fully captured Zeleny, as mentioned. They have entered into Novo Zeleny, based on this mapping from the Ukrainian side, and they have and the Ukrainian side have confirmed that the Russian forces have captured Mykolaiv. So this is significant, and battle have already now reaches Zavitny. So I'm gonna zoom in. You can see more clearly. So based on the Ukrainian mapping, they have now mapped the entire of Mykolaiv captured. This entrenchment here is unclear. So but this Russian forces basically taken the entire Mykolaiv. They have now full entered Novomyslane, almost fully capturing it. Only on the eastern part that is not. Russian forces geolocated over on the other side, so that they're slightly going to come in very soon. And the fighting basically have reaches the Zavitny. The Ukrainian forces probably aren't really defending in this area anymore. I don't think this is defendable. So still, we does not get the corroboration of why there is fighting reported at Pitishe, according to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. So we'll just continue to monitor this situation. So that's the situation over this area of the Adivka front. We move on. Moving up, over at Horodivka, Russian forces have basically established a strong foothold over in Horodivka, and the battle of Horodivka continues. But no, this strong foothold allows the Russians a good foundation to continue the assault throughout the entire city. So after this, let's zoom out. What else do we have? Over at the Zalizny region. So over at the New York front, Russian forces have been geolocated to be heading towards Nelepivka. So this is basically exactly how I have predicted or analyzed that it's likely going to happen, because this is a pincer. As long as battle rages in Nelepivka, the entire Ukrainian forces around here is encircled. So or operationally encircled. So this is a significant development over this area here. yeah, I'm not sure what the Ukrainians are doing. Over in the Torak sector of the New York front, Russian forces have expanded their control over and Pivnishne, heading towards the high-rise zone of Torak. And now we have basically, you know, and having battles or probably Russian forces already inside Torak, especially in the high-rise zone, because based on the Ukrainian mapping, this entire area is a gray zone. So Russian forces basically have firm control over the forest just next to the high-rise building, and they're probably already sending DRGs or recon forces, whatever you want to call it, reconnaissance or scouts into this area here already. Most likely this is the case. And I got a strong feeling the Ukrainians do not have enough troops at all to defend Torak. And then we're going to move into the next area to see where's the next frontline change. Over at Makiivka, massive update. This based on this, the latest information over the past 24 hours. Russian forces geolocated in the northern part of Makiivka, confirming Russian attack into Makiivka. This looks like a major attack, invalidating part of the Ukrainian claims, and the entire northern part has fallen. It remains to be seen whether the Ukrainians can continue to hold the position. There is not much place to hold now. There's probably the forest would be the main point, all this forest region. So anyway, the Russians are going to continue to progress. I believe they're going to take the entire eastern part, the eastern bank of the Zedebets River at Makiivka, and then they will have to take this crossing to penetrate to the other side, all this crossing. So anyway, this is a Makiivka region. We move further up north. Do we have any more things over in this front? Okay, there's nothing over here. Kharkiv don't have anything. So we go into the Kursk front. At the Kursk front, there is some updates. You can see that it's all yellow. So the over at Borky and Spinoye, Ukrainian forces geolocated in Spinoye, confirming Ukrainian capture of Spinoye, and they have also been declared to have captured Borky. So this is the Ukrainian is a confirmation of the Ukrainian capture of this area here. The Spinoye has been first announced to be captured on the 12th, so we only have the update on the 16th. So this is probably belated. Probably Borky was previously strongly under Russian control. They have been resisting, so only until recently the Ukrainians mapped Borky as captured. So this is a claim. Tentatively, it's a claim. We don't have geolocation to confirm it, but there's a high chance it's likely to be under Ukrainian control. But the Russians are counter-attacking in this area, so we have to continue to wait and see how this goes. Over at the Martinovka, so we are on the eastern part or northeastern part of Sudzha. Over at this region here, Russian forces are reportedly fighting Ukrainian forces over at Purshkanoe. So which means that this area here, there's a possible Ukrainian presence. So this is not a capture, this is just a possibility, the possibility of Ukrainian presence. North of this position, there is some firmer control. Over at the Martinovka region, there is Ukrainian forces geolocated in the northern part of the settlement, which confirm Ukrainian control over the highway all along Martinovka, and they are trying to penetrate into Martinovka in this area. Russian forces supposedly is still holding on Martinovka. We will continue to monitor and see how this develops. Maybe the Russian forces have withdrawn from this area because maybe the Ukrainians have too much armor, too much equipment. Maybe the Russians are not getting the ammunition and the supplies, so that they have to pull back because they don't have any more bullets or anti-armor missiles or rockets to use. It could be all sorts of reasons, because you don't really bring that much ammo to fight for so many days. So if they are not getting resupplied, then they probably have to withdraw. So that could be the possibility over at Martinovka. So, and a similar situation is happening over in Rostskoye Poreshnoye region as well. Ukrainian forces has been geolocated in two different locations, which confirmed that the Ukrainian forces have entered into Rostskoye Poreshnoye. The one in the north is an armored vehicle. they basically have entered into this region here. There is no, it's not confirmed that they have fully captured the settlement yet. I cannot confirm this yet, but the fact that they have basically, I would say the entire southern half is significant. However, they are getting drone strikes. So these are geolocations of a drone strike from the Russian side. So it could be the case where the Russians have withdrawn as well from this area here, as they may not be able to hold a position any longer. As this is actually very forward position, as previously mentioned before. This position is very forward, and not sure if they can they are getting the supplies they need in terms of this area here, or maybe they are just forming a new line, putting Ukrainian forces into some kind of ambush. Who knows? But the Ukrainians are making some pushes around here. And then another frontline change is over in the northern sector. In this area, this is mapped based on the description of the Russian Defense Ministry. They claim that the Ukrainian forces is now 1 kilometer from west of Anastasievka, as well as 1.5 kilometers from in the southeast of Kauchuk, which means that the Ukrainians are in this position, confirming capture over this forest around here. So, but that also means that the Russians are still having a strong defense around this area here, and the Ukrainians were trying to attack through these two settlements again. So this is what happened as I reported in the subrep yesterday. So I believe that is all of the frontline changes tentatively, and otherwise there's no more frontline change. So that's it. So these are the frontline changes report for the past 48 hours. I think it's a bit too long. I'll try to do on a daily basis like we used to do, because I'm trying to squeeze in the Kursk update, so it's a bit of a mess. And yesterday I did experiment. I posted the situation report 3 hours after the Kursk update, and it doesn't look well. It doesn't look good. The algorithm just don't allows, it causes cannibalism. The both videos do less good than it should have done. So we have to space out the reports. So hope you understand. If not, you may not catch the report. Yeah, you may not be recommended the report from YouTube. So I have to do what I can to try to increase the viewership, so that we can get more subscribers, then more power to us. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next update.